my dad survived 4 kids growing up. Every gift we gave Dad was deadly, right? Think about it. We made him ashtrays, gave him cigars, razors, beer mugs. We gave him a radar detector once. Hey, Dad, smoke, drink, drive fast. We love you. Got all our gift ideas from Mom. I've already talked about bar gig one-nighters and that for the most part they weren't really my style. A few of them stand out, though, as being really weird or really rough. One of those was in a little town in Pennsylvania. It was the Saturday night before Easter Sunday, and this particular gig did not come with a hotel room. Now, considering that most of the hotel rooms for one-nighters weren't that great, I wasn't really disappointed. It was only 4 hours away from my house anyway, so I figured I could just finish it up by 10 and head on home. I was coming from another one-nighter the previous night, so I got to this gig, this bar, around noon and had a lot of time to kill before the 8 p.m. show. Now, when I walked into the bar, I noticed that a lot of my audience was already there drinking. Great. I thought, another one of these drunk gigs. I had to hang out somewhere for about 7 or 8 hours, so I introduced myself to the bar owner and asked him where the library was. Now, I love libraries, especially while I'm on the road, because they're quiet and comfortable and you can write or read or do whatever you want. They're like a home away from home. But when I asked this guy where the library was, you'd have thought I'd asked him for a ride to the moon. He and everyone else at the bar turned around and looked at me and started laughing. Yeah, laughing. The owner said, we've had comics come in and ask where the mall is or where the grocery store is. We've never had them ask where the library is. I'm guessing to these people the library was something you were forced to go to in school, but why on earth would you go to one on your own? I said I just wanted to kill some time, and so it took 3 guys to help me figure out where the library was, but I finally got directions. And when I got to the library, it was closed. Yeah, it was a Saturday, school's out, no one's forced to go to the library. This poor library didn't have a chance. So I ended up at the mall. But after a couple hours of hanging out with kids who really should have been at a library, I decided I'd just go back to the bar, find a corner, and read my book. When I got back to the bar, the same crowd plus a few other people were sitting there still drinking. One guy turned around and yelled, "Did you find the library?" And everyone again started laughing like it was some kind of insider joke about learning. Yeah, I'm not kidding. I told him that it was closed, and I asked for a Coke so I could go read my book in the corner. When the owner heard that I wanted a Coke, he looked at me and said, "You don't drink either?" I felt like saying, well, it's Saturday afternoon. I have a show tonight for your audience, and then a 4-hour drive home. I don't want to start drinking at 3 p.m. But instead I said, normally I do, but tomorrow being Easter, I'm holding back so I can do my religious material tonight. You could have heard a pin drop. And for a moment, I think everyone was terrified. Then I said I was joking. That was the first joke of mine that they didn't get, but it wasn't the last one. That night was awful, and I probably should have just started drinking with them, I guess, because it couldn't have been much worse. I guess if I drank too much, I could have stumbled over to the library and broken in. Nobody would have noticed. The takeaway tip from this is to be comfortable with your own choices and know what's right for you. Yeah, I could have had a beer with them, but I don't think that it would really help the show, and I didn't really want to do that, just to be buddies. That's it for this episode. Thanks for listening. Feel free to check out my website, theworklady.com. This is Jan. Take care and enjoy your journey.